Hey guys, back again. I'm actually doing this video in response to one of my subs who's been with me from the start. Posed a question on one of my videos. He asked me why I always talk about, the end or the end times or the end's getting near or all those things I say, which are true. We know that. But I am making this video in a serious response to his question as to why I do that. Okay, so I guess being an atheist is going to be very, very difficult to understand because the spiritual aspect behind it is what it is all about. I guess Jazzy, this way. Jazzy, we're going this way today. Jazz, this way. Come on. I guess, yeah, to get any grasp on it, you have to look at it through spiritual eyes. And the first thing that comes to my mind is, I'm going to try and do this with the Bible, but with as little as I can, because I know your views on it. So, if you think from the whole of creation up until only 150 odd years ago, 150 to 100 years ago, when everything exploded, everything from steam trains to now motor cars to planes. Okay, so you got the picture. That was only in the last 100 years of the whole entire history. However, that had been done before, but that's another story. As in the days of Noah. We've actually come full circle. We've actually been here before. We've come full circle, and we're right at the end of some pretty terrifying times about to come on us. Now, as far as the scriptures go, we have so many scriptures that are just bang, 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 lined up since the year 2001. And that's when the New World Order really started, guys. The New World Order's been here, probably since after the war, but anyway. The order of the planet they want. Super soldiers and zombies. Okay. I'm trying to say this, getting a bit confused. I'm not, it's just that I've got so much. Okay, so for the first 100 years of history, the last 100 years, everything's exploded, technology. There is a reason for that. We have been given knowledge. And having that knowledge has increased time, which is what the scripture said would happen. In the end time, time would be compressed. People will run to and fro looking for knowledge. But you, Daniel, seal up this book until the end of time. The book has actually been revealed. The Bible, even books that weren't canonized, have been revealed in the last 150, 200 years. And we know that these things that were written thousands and thousands of years ago are coming real. In saying that, I believe that the enemy has also made some prophecies come true, if you know what I mean. That maybe I shouldn't went down that hole, but yeah, I think the enemy is trying to rush his kingdom up too. So, his attacks and the violence and everything that's going on with the weather, it's all increased so much because he knows, it's what the Bible says, he knows his time is short. So, to answer your question properly, my whole basis for it is scriptural, but it is also observation of the last 24 years since I was saved in 1995, when everything in the world was just rosy dandy and no one could tell me that the end was coming. No, not even in 2001 I wouldn't have believed you. No way. But if your eyes are awake, and it's not just the chemtrailing, it's the music industry, it's the blood sacrifices that they put in our faces in you know, music video clips. It's their open rituals at the Super Bowl that they're doing openly. You see, I believe the Gothard Tunnel opening, there is a really ancient story behind where that is, and you might want to look into it because it's too much for me to go into, but it is an ancient, scary, scary story. The Gothard Tunnel opening in 2016, that was the enemy's coming out party. And we all know things have vamped up so much since then. Even in 2010, if you would have told me the end is nigh, I would have laughed at you. Even as a Christian, I would have said, well, no, because things haven't matched up yet. There was too much to happen. So, there you go. The answer to the question is that I have seen with my own eyes so much be revealed that was told to us would have to be revealed before the end came, and not before. Well, if I am actually an actual witness, eyewitness to this, that is testimony and testifying that we have leaped 50 years in the last 5 years, to me, compared to what it was. You know, compared to what the world was, we have leaped 50 years in the last 5 years. Now that is really saying something. So yes, I completely and utterly feel we are running out of time. And I also feel we're running out of time that one thing with the father that will really push him over the edge was this abortion law, because it's Baal's sacrifice. There's my prayer closet over there. I'm on the other side of it. It's Baal worship. They are sacrificing their children through the fire. But we don't want to know what else they're doing with them, because we do know, and I'm not talking about that now. So yes, I believe now that it's been legalised, and if they're going to go crazy and legalise it all across America, I truly believe that the father's not going to sit on his laurels too much longer, guys. He's just not. And the temple, third temple being built and all that. Look, the temple that he was talking about could have been yourself. The mark of the beast could have been just your mark of allegiance. Think about it. Don't wait until they have a microchip that you have to go and get in your street. That's not the end. The end could already be here. Your mark of allegiance in your forehead, what you're thinking, in your hand, where if you lift your hand up to go, yes, I agree. That is a form of worship. And that could be the mark of the beast. So, you know, we all could already be marked. And I know I'm not marked with the mark of the beast, for sure. I will never bow down to that. So, and as far as this Sabbath and Saturday worship and all that, the Pope changing it to Sunday, yep, that's probably part of it too, for sure. But it doesn't mean that any pure of heart person that really loves the Father and the Son is going to go to hell just because they went to church on the Sunday, unless they're enforced to and made to take some mark. Yes, then that's knowingly. Jazzy, come here, I'll put you on the lead. Jazzy can't walk beside the road without a lead on yet because she just, I'm not sure how she'd go. Bo's all good. Okay, come on. Only got to go by the road for a second. So I hope I haven't waffled on too long about this end times. But the problem is when it hits, it's going to hit all of a sudden. People keep thinking we're going to go through like this 7 years of tribulation where it's just going to be bang, pow, smash, crash every minute of 7 years or something. Guys, the Father said, you know, Babylon's going to fall in 1 hour. In 1 hour. And all these labour pains we've been having that the Father, that Yeshua, Jesus spoke about, it's all happening. Just do a Google research into something like, you know, the difference between unusual weather and unusual phenomena, you know, 10 years ago compared to now. It's just, everything is out of whack, it's out of balance, it's inverted. It was part of the enemy's plan, turn everything upside down, you know, turn everything upside down. That's why they invert the cross, the inverted pentagram. Oh, I'm getting off subject again. It's nice to walk along and just talk like this though. So, we had the red heifer born as well. I mean, they've been waiting 2,000 years for this red heifer. Boy, do I need a drink. Oh, I'm so thirsty. They've been waiting 2,000 years for this red heifer, and it got born. And they have given it the green light. Okay, so everything is lined up. They tell us Damascus has not fallen. It's a pile of ruins. If you don't call that fallen, I don't know what they... I don't know. The Bible said Damascus, not Apollo, where the Prime Minister of that country is. I just can't think of his name at the moment. I do know it. Damascus is a pile of rubble. So, don't wait. We're mad. If we're waiting, or, I mean, we're not mad for waiting. I mean, if you think it's still got a fair way to go, you could be just taken by surprise. And that's what, you know, Yeshua said, I'll come like a thief in the night, when you least expect me. Well, it's only the true believers who are now looking for him, so it's not going to catch us off guard. But I can tell by the way that everybody else I know around me who doesn't believe lives, and they're not going to know what hit them. They'll be running to us for help. They will. And hopefully so many will get saved at that hour. So that is why I believe we are at the end, part of it. I could probably waffle on for hours, but I hope that answers your question a little bit, atheist. But I am going to link a video that I really want you to watch because, you know, it'll just describe it in a way better way than I am. More detailed and scripturally, prophetically, the timeline, what's happened, what's yet to come. Probably only 2 things to go. You see, there's only about 2 things to go. Whereas 10 years ago, there were many things that had to be fulfilled for his return. Many things 10 years ago. Now it's but few. But few. Alright, atheists, so I hope this helps you. And yeah, please watch the link. Okay guys, love you all. Gonna finish my beautiful walk. Oh, that cyclone, yeah, it's still hanging around. Well, it sort of stopped. It went out into the coast a little bit further out towards New Zealand, stopped, and it's just sitting there. So we're not sure what's happening. But I tell you what, judging by the winds we got yesterday, it was 700k east of here. If it gets much closer, we will be in trouble. Because those winds were some of the strongest I've felt in 10 years living on the ridge. So, scary stuff there, but I always pray for the covering, pray for the safety. It's never let me down. Never let me down, guys. Alright, I'm going to get going. Great talking to you all. Please leave your comments. And I will talk to you next time. Beck from Oz. I'm off.